Good day to everyone, especially to Dr. Alex Cobillas, our Maed 202 professor. Please join me for my presentation. I am Mr. Wilfredo Bicailas and I'm here to discuss Republic Act 4206, an act prohibiting the collection of contribution from school children of public primary and intermediate schools. It was passed by the Philippine Congress on June 19, 1965. Let me start by reading the following objectives. Number 1, discuss RA 4206, an act prohibiting the collection of contribution from school children of public primary and intermediate schools as further amended by RE number 5546. Number 2, explain the DepEd Order number 41 series of 2012 and the DepEd number 19 series of 2008. Number 3, name the voluntary school contribution that shall be strictly observed in DepEd Order number 41 series of 2012 in paragraph number 2. And number 4, state the penalty of an offender if violation is committed in RE 4206. Now, I would like you to think of the significance of this figure here. Yes, you might think of it as no collection of money or no collection policy. Republic Act number 4206, approved last June 19, 1965. An act prohibiting the collection of contribution from school children of public, primary, and intermediate schools. Be it enacted by the Senate and House of Representatives of the Philippines and Congress assembled. Section 1. The collection of contribution for Red Cross, anti-tuberculosis, parent-teachers associations, school athletic meets, medical and dental services, and for any other project or purpose, whether voluntary or otherwise, from school children of public primary and intermediate schools is hereby prohibited. Provided, however, that this prohibition shall not cover membership drives of the Red Cross. Section 2. Any person who violates the provision of this act shall be punished by the fine of not less than 50 pesos nor more than 100 pesos, or imprisonment for not more than 1 month, or both, in the discretion of the court. Section 3. This act shall take effect upon its approval. The Republic Act number 5546 was approved last June 21, 1969. An act to further amend Republic Act number 4206 entitled An Act Prohibiting the Collection of Contribution from School Children of Public Primary, Intermediate, and High Schools. Section 1 of Republic Act number 4206 is hereby further amended to read as follows. Section 1. The sale of tickets and or the collection of contribution in any form whatsoever by any person for any project or purpose, whether voluntary or otherwise, from school children, students, and teachers of public and private schools, colleges, and universities is hereby prohibited. Provided, however, that this prohibition shall not cover membership fees of school children and students in the Red Cross, the Girl Scout of the Philippines, and the Boy Scout of the Philippines. Provided, finally, that this prohibition shall not cover the contribution of parents and other donors for the support of Barrio High School. Section 2 of the same Act is hereby amended to read as follows. Section number 2. Any educational institution or person who violates the provision of this act shall be punished by the fine of not less than 1,000 pesos but not more than 5,000 pesos, or imprisonment for not more than 1 month, or both, in the discretion of the court. If violation is committed by a private educational institution, the Secretary of Education, at his discretion, shall, in addition to the above penalty, suspend, revoke, and otherwise cancel the authority to operate such educational institution. Section 3. The title of the same act is hereby amended to read as follows: An act prohibiting the sale of tickets and or the collection of contribution for the whatever project or purpose from students and teachers of public and private schools, colleges, and universities. Section 4. This act shall take effect upon its approval. According to DepEd Order Number 41 Series of 2012, in paragraph number 2, states that the implementing policies of the collection of voluntary school contribution, or BSCs, shall be strictly observed. Number 1. No fees shall be collected from school children in kindergarten up to grade 4 anytime during the school year. Number 2. No fees shall be collected from grade 5 pupils up to high school students from June to July 2012. However, starting August 2012 until the end of this school year, the following shown in the table below may be collected only on the. Here are the membership fee and contribution. Boy Scout membership with the amount of 50 pesos per learner with a reference of DepEd Memorandum number 513 series of 2009. Girl Scout membership with the amount of 50 pesos per learner. The reference is DepEd Memorandum number 235 series of 2009. And Philippine National Red Cross with the amount of 35 pesos per learner with a reference of DepEd Memorandum number 330 series of 2010. Anti-TB Fund Drive with the amount of 5 pesos per learner with a reference of DepEd Order number 31 series of 2001. The Parents Teachers Association or PTA, reasonable amount to be determined by the PTA General Assembly with a reference of DepEd Order number 54 series of 2009. School publication, that is 60 pesos for elementary and 90 pesos for high school with a reference of DepEd Order number 19 series of 2008. Membership of pupil and student organization, that is based on existing school policies with a reference of DepEd Order number 48 series of 2009. And for number 3, no teacher, school officials, or school personnel shall collect fees or contribution, nor shall they be entrusted with the safekeeping and disbursement of collection made by the PTA pursuant to the Code of Ethics of Professional Teachers, as provided in Article 11 of the Republic Act number 7836. Teachers shall not act directly or indirectly as agent of any commercial venture, nor shall they be financially interested or which they can exercise official influence. Hence, teachers, school officials, and school personnel are prohibited from selling or requiring the purchase of locally produced workbooks, instructional materials, test booklets, school supplies, and other items. Number 4, it is stressed that in no case shall non-payment of voluntary school contribution or membership fee be made a basis for non-admission, non-promotion, or non-issuance of clearance to a student by the school concerned. Number 5. Non-compliance in the provision of the paid order shall be ground for cancellation of the PTA's recognition and or filing of appropriate charges as a case may be. Number 6. All DepEd issuance pertaining to collection of fees and contribution on voluntary basis consistent with the DepEd order are hereby reiterated and strictly enforced. Any violation of this order by any teacher, school officials, or school personnel shall be dealt with administratively. Pursuant to DepEd Order Number 49, Series of 2006, otherwise known as the Revised Rules of Procedure of the Department of Education in Administrative Case. Implementation of no collection policy in public elementary and secondary schools. DepEd Order Number 19, Series of 2008. Accordingly, the following policies of collection of fees in public schools shall be strictly observed. Number 1. No fees shall be collected from school children enrolling preschool up to grade 4 during the enrollment period or at any time during the school year. This provision shall cover almost other the authorized but voluntary contributions such as the Boy Scout of the Philippines, Girl Scout of the Philippines, Red Cross, Anti-TB Fund, and Parents Teachers Community Association. Number 2, for grade and year levels beyond grade 4, no collection of any type should be undertaken during the enrollment period and the first month of classes. Starting on the second month, contribution of the following may be collected, but only on voluntary basis. Number 3, the PTCA may start their collection starting August only after presenting to their members and to the school administration a report on the utilization of previous school year collection proposed budget with program of activities taken into account. The amount of contribution to the PTCAs shall be agreed in a General Assembly and shall be concurred in by the school head or principal. Number 4, the school publication fee shall be set on the school level but not be more than 60 pesos per elementary school pupil and 90 pesos per secondary school student. The publication of a school newspaper, while not mandatory, is strongly encouraged, particularly at the secondary level, in line with campus journalism program. And number 5, the membership fee for student organization shall be set by the organization subject to existing school policies of the student organization. Money may be collected for certain causes, but on a voluntary basis. Collection of money from students, especially from minor pupils, without parents' written consent for any school activity, project, or program is illegal and unethical. Okay, that's the end of my report. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.